Hello, how y'all doing? It's time for another diecast flashback. And this time we have a Dinky Toys Mercedes-Benz 220 SE. Dinky made this toy from 1961 till 1967. It's a four-door. There's that very recognizable grille. It's in pretty good shape. Body-wise, plastic glass looks pretty good. Base, it's all good, needs tires. I did one of these some time ago. Take a look at this one. They made two of these. They made a blue one, and they made one that is kind of a, they say gray blue. So we'll go with gray. Hopefully this one will look as good as that one. But it'll be a straight up. It's going to be a sympathetic restoration. Going to be, I might do the door handles like I did on that. Not much more than that. Got to keep the collection as authentic as possible. That's what I shoot for. Well, let's get it apart, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, I got it drilled out. Let's take the base off of it and take a look at it. Got a little piece of that foam stuff to keep the interior in. Let's see about these wheels. The tire is hard as a rock. There it goes. It's wild how rubber does what it does over a period of time. Well, it's dirty, but it's still in good shape. And this has got a rivet in it. Or not a rivet. A little post pinged over, holding that glass in there. And like always, there's that little crack. I don't know, every time they did that, it always cracked that plastic. Let's see. This comes off the back bumper, and that's metal. It's nice. And the front, let's see, how are we going to get that off? Oh, it's got a place right there. Got to grind that off to get that grill out. Be right back. Well, I finally got that grill off. That thing that was screwy. It fits on the front like that, but it's got like a, I don't know, can you see that? It's like a screw. It fits up in there. I wonder how they got that in, because that's not a lot of room to work to put that in. I'll just have to glue that back in when I do it. That one I done before, it had, this is a Model Supplies replacement grill on this. That's why I don't remember. I took this apart to see, and it's got a little hole in here that holds that one in. It's like a set screw is what way I did this one. But anyway, it's off. It's all good. And there's the gray color of the original. I'm going to go with that, kind of a bluish gray. That's what I'm going to do on this one. And this windshield, I took it out with my soldering iron and it cracked. Look at that. Isn't that awful? You know, it's just going to have a cracked windshield until I can buy another one. I got to place an order anyway. So, I wanted to show you something. Check this out. This is a whistle. Solid brass whistle. And I don't know if you can see that. There's the Boy Scout of America, Boy Scouts emblem. It says be prepared on it. On the other side it says, well, it's kind of worn down. It said the Boy Scouts of America on it. And I cleaned that up. That thing is over 100 years old. That thing was made in 1920. And it works. Isn't that pretty cool? I thought that was real neat. Well, anyway, hope you stick around and see how it turns out. Like always, I'd like for you to hit the like button and subscribe if you don't mind. And I'll see you after a while. Well, my windshield broke. It cracked. So, I'm going to try to make another one. I've got one of these dental vacuum machines here. Give it a shot. And I've got some plastic squares that I cut out. I get 8.5 by 11 sheets. Now, the quality of this that I got from Amazon is not as good as I've had before, because it gets hot and then it starts to turn on me. So then I use this blue stuff here to fill in give it some support when it lays on there. And I'm hoping I've got it taped up enough to where I won't have too much imperfection when I do this. So the first thing you have to do is you have to heat it up. Heat up the element. Put that down in there. This has got all the holes where the vacuum will suck it. You got to take your plastic film off of the plastic. Just got a message that my battery's low. Hopefully we can get through this. Put that in the slot there. Crank down on it. It's already getting hot. I'm gonna plug this phone up. There we go. All right, so you got to get that lined up and raise this some. And then I have got to keep an eye on it and get ready to hit the vacuum. Drum roll, please. And it's starting to melt now. You can watch it. It'll start to droop. But I've got just a split second that I've got to hit this just right, or it's going to start burning on me. Okay, it's starting to sag now. It's sagging and sagging. Just got to get really soft. And see, it's too late already. I'll show you what I mean. Look at it. It burnt. That sucks. I don't know what they sent me. We'll try another one. This is the last one I got cut. I'll have to cut some more if this one don't work. Be right back. All right, let's try again. Shouldn't take but a second. It's already starting to melt. It's getting soft. Come on, baby. Okay, it took a big drop then. Well, it didn't melt enough to get curled underneath the bottom, but it may work. Now there it is. Now I got to try to get that out of there. All right. Well, you know, that's not bad. That might be okay. And you can see right here where the crack was. Right here. It didn't get, I had glued it and it came apart on me, and I'm trying to rush it. But I will cut that out and see what that looks like. Well, actually that wasn't too bad. Now I'm gonna have to take my punch here, and knock that out. Well, it won't come out. I really need to go the opposite direction, but I'll mess it up. Let's see. I'll just try to cut it out. There we go. All right, that'll work. So let's try it. Now you might be able to see there's a wrinkle. See it right there? Let's just see what happens. Well, that really is not too bad. I wish I'd have cut a little less off the front. But I think that'll work. That looks pretty good. So we'll go with that. All righty. Time to paint it. I had to put some makeup sponges I found at the store. They're little bitty little sponges, and since I had to make that plastic windshield, I put some silicone in there to hold it up into position better. So we're going to let that silicone dry and see how it turns out. Okay, let's try to put it together. There's the body. I got that windshield made. Worked out pretty good. So, let's see what we can do. Let's get the interior in there. And the interior was broken. So I had to add a piece of styrene to it. All right. Now, this is a pretty simple one. Let's see. This goes on this way. There we go. And then the front. Now all I did to the front and rear bumper was polish it, but on the front headlights, I put a little flat aluminum paint on the headlights, kind of give them a look like realistic like. Now, on the original, it had a screw that went in this hole right here that screwed into this grill. So I'm not going to use that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this grill in here, and when I put my screw in the front, that will be like a set screw, and it will hold it in place because it does push back on it a little bit. You know, you can push it in some. Okay, there's the base. Reused the foam that was in there. I just took it apart and washed it out with soap and water. And let's get this on there. It's a tight fit in the middle. There it goes. All right. Now let's get these screws in here. So one. Let's put one up in the front. And two. See, secured that grill. And number three. All right, let's see what we got. It's a good roller. Did a little bit of chrome on it. Not much. There's the back end. Window looks good. Looks pretty good. All right. Well, there's another one. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Make sure that you hit the like button if you don't mind, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Now that's a flashback. Have a good one.